Ali Pur was a city where skyscrapers pierced the heavens, their lights twinkling like stars at dusk. The streets bustled with sleek cars and hurried pedestrians, while grand shopping malls glittered with opulence. Yet in the shadows of this grandeur lay narrow slums where people toiled day and night to survive. Ali Pur was a strange blend of wealth and poverty, one side adorned with lavish bungalows, the other with rented shacks housing dreamers. In one such cramped alley lived a young man, Hamza. Hamza's father, Abdullah, was a modest government clerk. His life revolved around waiting for his monthly paycheck and juggling household expenses. At night, when power outages darkened their home, he pored over files by candlelight. Hamza's mother, Saima, taught at a primary school. She nurtured young minds by day and returned home to remind her son, "Hamza, our greatest wealth is our honor. Never lose it." Hamza was a brilliant young man, his warm brown eyes sparkling with ambition. He earned an engineering degree on a scholarship and nurtured a dream to lift his parents out of poverty, build a home where electricity never failed, and carve his own identity in Ali Pur. At night, while the world slept, he scribbled ideas on his old laptop, whispering to himself, "One day, I'll show this city that hard work can change everything." On the other side of Ali Pur lived Zara Khan, the only daughter of the city's most prominent business family. Zara's life was a fairy tale of luxury. Her family's mansion stood like a palace in the heart of the city, its marble facade gleaming under the sun. She had a fleet of cars, wardrobes overflowing with designer clothes, and weekly parties at elite clubs. But beneath her flawless beauty, long silky black hair, striking green eyes, and olive skin, lay a flaw: pride. Zara believed wealth was everything. To her, the poor were mere objects of mockery. One afternoon, lounging in a high-end cafe with her friends, Zara berated her driver for being late. "These people are nothing but the dust beneath our shoes," she sneered, laughing with her friend, who replied, "Zara, you're truly the queen of this city." Zara's father, Zahid Khan, had always taught her that wealth trumped all. Perhaps that's why humility was absent from her heart. One evening, Zara's birthday party lit up Ali Pur's grandest hotel. The ballroom shimmered with chandeliers filled with the laughter of elite guests, the clink of glasses, and the pulse of music. The air was thick with expensive perfumes and the glow of wealth. Hamza arrived at the party, dragged along by a university friend. Dressed in a simple white shirt and worn jeans, his quiet confidence set him apart in the sea of designer outfits. But when Zara's eyes landed on him, she whispered to her friends with a smirk, "Who's this? Some poor soul who wandered in by mistake?" With a mischievous glint, Zara grabbed a glass of water and approached Hamza. In front of the gawking crowd, she poured it over his head. Water splashed down his face, soaking his shirt. The ballroom erupted in laughter, her friends clapping as if it were a show. Hamza's face flushed with embarrassment, but he swallowed his anger. He looked straight into Zara's eyes and said softly, "Time is a teacher that humbles everyone, be they king or pauper." Zara laughed it off, but his words lingered in her mind, sinking deeper than she realized. That night of humiliation lit a fire in Hamza's heart. The shame became his fuel. He threw himself into work, coding relentlessly on his old laptop. Power cuts, slow internet, and lack of funds tested him, but his mother's words echoed, "God never leaves a hard worker empty-handed." Hamza started small, freelancing for local businesses. He built a mobile app for a small shop to manage inventory, staying up all night to perfect it. The client loved it, leading to more projects. But failures came too. A major project was rejected because he lacked advanced tools. Undeterred, he learned from each setback. Eventually, Hamza founded Nova Tech Solutions, a startup focused on affordable technology for small businesses. With two university friends, he developed an AI-based inventory management software that helped shopkeepers track stock, predict sales, and cut costs. It was user-friendly and budget-friendly, making it a hit in Ali Pur's markets. Next, he launched a cloud-based e-commerce platform with AI-driven product recommendations, perfect for small online stores. Novatech grew steadily. From 5 clients in the first year, this scaled to 50 by the second. Hamza invested in marketing, running social media ads and hosting workshops to teach shop owners about technology. Media outlets began covering his story. Ali Pur's young genius rises from poverty to tech stardom. By the third year, a major investment propelled Novatech into a sleek office in Ali Pur's business district with a team of over 20 and millions in revenue. One night in his modest office, Hamza promised his mother, "Ammi, I will build us a house one day." She smiled, touching his head and said, "Son, you're already my pride." Years later, a pivotal meeting was scheduled at a luxurious Ali Pur hotel. Zahid Khan arrived with Zara, expecting to discuss a partnership with the rising tech company's CEO. They entered the sleek conference room, its glass walls framing the city skyline. When they saw Hamza at the head of the table, Zara froze. The boy she once humiliated now sat confidently, the CEO of Novatech Solutions, Ali Pur's fastest growing company. Zahid's steps faltered and Zara's heart churned with shock and shame. She never imagined the boy she mocked would rise so high. Hamza greeted them with a calm smile, his demeanor professional yet warm. The meeting began, and Zara sat silently, watching him present with authority, her mind wrestling with disbelief and regret. After the meeting, Zara mustered the courage to approach Hamza alone in the hotel corridor. Her voice trembled. "Hamza, I know I treated you terribly at that party. I was blind with pride. Please forgive me." Hamza looked at her, his eyes free of anger. He smiled gently and said, "Zara, your words didn't break me. They made me stronger. I hold no grudge." A weight lifted from Zara's heart. For the first time she saw the greatness in Hamza's character, a quality far beyond wealth. That night, alone at home, she asked herself, "Was I really so wrong?" As business meetings brought Hamza and Zara closer, they spent more time together. Zara began to admire Hamza's simplicity and honesty. One afternoon in a cozy cafe, she said, "Hamza, there's a truth in your words I've never heard before." He smiled. "Zara, truth is a wealth that never fades." Feeling stirred in Zara's heart, she realized love wasn't built on money but on character. Hamza too noticed her changing perspective. His heart softened, though memories of that humiliating night lingered. But life rarely follows a straight path. One morning, Ali Pur's newspaper screamed of a scandal. Khan Industries was embroiled in massive corruption. Zahid Khan's real estate and construction empire had secured government contracts through bribes. He had acquired land illegally, forged documents and evaded taxes. A flagship housing project used substandard materials, endangering lives. A whistleblower and former employee leaked evidence to the media, exposing the rot. The Anti-Corruption Bureau raided Khan Industries' offices, seizing files. Zahid faced interrogations. Investigations revealed millions in black money. Courts ordered the seizure of all assets. His mansion, factories and bank accounts were frozen. Creditors sued, clients backed out, and Khan Industries collapsed overnight. The mansion was auctioned, employees laid off, and Zahid faced jail time. Zara's world of luxury vanished. The family moved to a small rented flat. Her designer wardrobe was replaced with simple clothes. Zahid, once a titan, took a job at Hamza's company to protect his daughter's dignity. The hardship taught Zara that life thrives on honor, not wealth. One rainy evening, Zara entered Hamza's office, her eyes brimming with tears. "Hamza, I know this is fate's game. The boy I insulted now employs my father. But my love for you is real, not for your wealth, but for your character." Hamza looked at her, his gaze steady. "Zara, truth is a wealth that never fades." He took her hand gently. Outside, rain pattered against the windows and Ali Pur's lights glimmered through the storm. Months later, Hamza and Zara married in a simple and beautiful ceremony. Saima embraced Zara, saying, "Daughter, you chose the path of truth." Zahid, having learned from his mistakes, lived humbly, working honestly at Novatech. Ali Pur's journey taught them all. Poverty is no crime. Pride is. Hard work and honesty lift a person to the skies. Love rooted in character always triumphs.